It's a pleasure to be here today and talk about our announcement that was out earlier today, the Watchem North high-grade discovery, the Venice Beach Strandline. Very exciting to release that today. We had really strong high-grade numbers, 20s, 30s, over big intervals, 6, 8, 10 metres. And this is the follow-up work from February, March that was done earlier this year, where we did approximately 130 holes for 5,500 metres. And so the assay results came back in a few weeks ago, and we've had a good interpretation. And you can see from the announcement, there's three real key points that we're pointing out. There's the new discovery, which is Venice Beach. There's results that we've seen just south of the Iluka Barbary resource, which we think is going to be an extension. And so there's a lot more further work and interpretation that can be done there. And then thirdly, it's a 35-kilometre strike. We think we've hit something across at the top there, and we'll be looking to follow up that work. And so for the Venice Beach discovery, if you look on figure 2, you can see some really strong numbers there. 10.5 metres at 13%, 6 metres at 37.9%, 1.5 metres at 12.5%, 3 metres at 20%. These are really strong grades. We do have a slight indication of what the assemblage may be from the Iluka resource, which isn't too far away. We know there's probably going to be a strong limonite assemblage. But at these percentages and these grades, this is a really exciting project, and we're definitely getting back out there with the rig to follow up and try and do some more infill drilling. So based on the results that we obtained from the February, March drilling, we engaged Wallace contractors back again, and we conducted another week's worth of drilling, finishing only just last week. So we conducted another 1,200 metres, and so those samples are now being sent off to the lab as we speak. So we'll be hoping to get a good turnaround to be able to get those results back out. The intent of that drilling was really to try and follow up that 35-kilometre strike, that mineralisation, and to see that we could get some more northeast traverses and to really understand the extent. Also, at the same time, we're going through our samples, getting composites to then get some mineralogy done on the Venice Beach Strandline. So then we can then really get a good understanding about what we're looking at and start planning our next drill campaign as well. So for next steps for the Venice Beach Strandline, so the drilling that's been conducted to date is roadside drilling on the northeast traverses across the 9-kilometre strike. So our next drill campaign towards the end of the year, we'll be looking to go infill and to really then understand further about the mineralisation and be working towards a JORC resource on that strand. Obviously, working out what's economic and what's not, the understanding would be, these strandline types generally are coarser particle. These are lower capexes, lower opexes. There's a really sort of more traditional mining on these process plants, and we can understand that from the previous Iluka operations that's been at Oyen and also down at Douglas near other projects. So there's a really exciting opportunity with this strand discovery today. So over the past 16 months, since January 2023, we've conducted a whole heap of work across all three of our projects. Goshen Central, we've gone through and completed a vast drill campaign, JORC resource, scoping studies are well and truly underway and near completion. We've done further drilling there, and we'll be looking to do a JORC resource update in the coming months. Across Douglas and Watchem, we've done a vast amount of drilling. Douglas, we released some results about a month ago that have the discovery of a new strand down there. Well, it's an exciting area where there's been previous strands, and it's a really strong system of economic interest down there. With the previous, also with the ex-operation of Iluka's Douglas mine there. With the Watchem we've released today, this really validates and supports our exploration team that they're out there doing the right stuff, and they're finding these strands and WIM-style deposits, and really finding things that are exciting for economic interest and to enable us to follow up and go and do more work and to provide great news back to our shareholders. And just want to say thanks all for following ACDC and hopefully taking interest today in today's announcement. There's going to be exciting next couple of months going forward as we have more results from the drilling completed over the last couple of weeks, also with further mineralogy, and then working towards resource updates for Goshen Central. And so we look forward to providing more news to our shareholders and potential future ones.